Hi there. I've got another video in the series that I'm now calling Dead Bread, which is what do you do when you have bread that's gone stale, especially when you're a smaller family cooking for one or two. It's kind of hard to get through the bread before it goes stale, before it goes bad. So last little video I showed you about making breadcrumbs, but we actually had a crisis this week where both Andre and I were buying bread the same day. You could buy a baguette, I would buy a half, he would buy a whole one. We had a couple of days there where we had way too much bread. So I was chopping it up into the little bits, storing it in the container to make breadcrumbs, just like I showed you in the last video, except that there was too much. We had like this plus more of these little crusty, hard as rock bread bits. So I thought I would do an experiment last night, just for you. I was thinking of you when I did this. Everybody else out there who needs to cook for one or two and needs to know what to do with leftovers, especially dead bread. So I thought, what if I made bread pudding? You know, bread pudding. Usually it's made with soft bits of bread. It's usually not made with baguette at all. And you add eggs and milk and cinnamon, vanilla, some kind of fruit, like raisins, apple sliced really thinly. I like to make it with strawberries in the summertime. But what would happen if I made bread pudding with my galloping dead bread? So I thought, okay, I'll do an experiment for you. Took my bowl, added the eggs, milk, whisked it up, added the flavoring, the sugar, the vanilla, the raisins, and I added the dead bread, 2.5 cups of dead bread, and I stirred it up, put plastic on top. Actually, I just shoved it in a grocery bag, because really, who wants to waste real plastic? So I put it in a grocery bag, tucked the end underneath, put it in the fridge for 2 hours. I stirred it twice during those 2 hours to push the top pieces down. And what happened at the end of 2 hours? All of the bread had absorbed the milk and was now soft. In some ways it didn't even dissolve. Other pieces were still a bit firmer. So what? Got the spatula, scraped it all out into the pan, put it in the oven, baked it. Bread pudding that is exactly as soft and with crunchy bits on top, which is what you want with bread pudding anyway. It's exactly the same as if I had made it with fresh bread, except that this was made with dead bread. Bread you might have normally thrown away. So just for you, I have made a cinnamon raisin bread pudding that I now must eat. Probably try not to eat it all this afternoon, but there's a possibility. A nice cup of coffee, it could be tragic. Okay, I'll have some more bits for dead bread, but if you're interested in signing up for the Cooking for One or Two class, I'll have other interesting bits like this. I'll actually have some real meals too, don't worry. See you soon, bye.